It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Bodebrown out there in Brazil, and it's a bottle of their Perigosa Imperial IPA coming in at 9.2% ABV. Let's have a look at the bottle cap. Here's another look at the label. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. The beer was kindly sent to me. Woohoo! Look at the smoke on the opening. The beer was kindly sent to me by Pedro. Thank you very much, Pedro. I met Pedro up in Leeds. We had a couple of beers together, and he went back to his native Brazil. And while he was out there, he picked me up some beers that he really wanted me to try. So, Bodebrown, we've just reviewed the Stone Brewing Company, the Cacao IPA with Bodebrown. That was fantastic. Please check out the review of that. But yes, we got some more Brazilian craft beer from Pedro. But on with this review. It's a one finger tan coloured head. It's got a lovely orange kind of amber colour to the beer. It's slightly hazy with a nice slow moving carbonation, and what you get from that slow moving carbonation, you get a little clue as to the body of the beer. If you have rushing carbonation like you do with, say, a mass produced yellow fizzy lager, it really does stream up through the liquid. And that's because the liquid has no body. It's flying up through basically water. What you're getting here is malt and a density. See that slow moving carbonation? It's fighting its way up the glass. So the beer's going to have a lovely body to it, and it's quite dense. Should we have a look at the aroma? I believe this is at a 97 on Rate Beer. And I can see why. There's a nice underlying level of sweetness in the beer, followed by a wonderful tartness and jamminess. It's a fruit, almost like a raspberry jam aroma. With lots of grapefruit and pine aromas in there as well. Should we dive in? Cheers. Ho ho ho! Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows, what an awesome beer! Wow! It's so perfectly balanced. There's a nice sweetness in there, followed by a rasping bitterness on the back end. Wow, it really does attack your palate on the back. The malt flavours in this beer are incredible. First off, you get this lovely, as I said, sweetness. It's quite a sweet beer, but then you get biscuit malt, bready malt. And then there's a little bit of a kind of in the middle ground between that sweetness and the bitterness on the back end. There's some middle ground. There's a kind of a battle going on in your mind between, it's a split second, and then it goes over to this rampaging bitterness. The sweetness kind of caves in on itself and the bitterness comes over. But what I like about the beer is it's not bitter straight away. That sweetness in the beer holds its own. It gives it a little bit of balance. And then that bitterness, that lovely kind of pineapple, grapefruity, lemon, citrus bitterness on the back end just comes punishing through on your palate. It's just a fantastic beer. Should we pick it up and should we have another go? Oh, absolutely fantastic. Again, Stone the Crows. So, the next thing I want to talk to you about, I talked to you about that slow-moving carbonation. I could see it with the beer was dense, it had good body. The beer has incredible body in your mouth. The beer just kind of sits on your palate. It rolls over the back of your tongue and the inside of your cheeks. It slides down the back of your throat. And then it just sticks there for a while. And that's very important for a very good beer, in that as it sticks there on your palate, it's sticking there and it's releasing more of them flavours. It's not just sliding down your neck as a fizzy yellow lager would. It's just, it kind of coats your tongue, it coats the inside of your cheeks, the top of your mouth, and that's what all of your taste buds are, down the back of your throat. And it just releases more of the flavour. It's more of an intense flavour with a good bodied beer. They've really thought about this Bodebrown. They've really thought about this beer in depth, and they've really constructed it really, really well. Oh. So there's some grapefruit, there's some mango, there's some passion fruit, there's lemon and orange peel, there's a fleshy blood orange flavour in it, like you've pulled apart a blood orange and you've grabbed that flesh out of the blood orange and you've kind of just stuck it in your mouth there. It's all of them wonderful flavours. It's slightly peppery, it's slightly spicy. Look at the lacing. Look at the lacing on that glass. Look at that. Staggering, absolutely staggering. This is one of my favourite beers of 2016, it really is. I've drunk some marvellous beers in the first half of the year. I'm reviewing this at the end of June, so we're exactly halfway through the year. This is one of my favourite beers of 2016. It's won a trophy at the American International Beer Awards. It was the winner of the Australian International Beer Awards. And it says on the side here, slap my face and call me mama. Absolutely. My phrase, stone the crows. Right, let's give it a rating. Bodebrown Perigosa Cerveja Imperial IPA, 9.2% ABV from Brazil, gets a full on 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Subscribe if you like, and cheers.